Welcome back to the second segment of the show where we have an in-studio guest, Dr. Karim Abdel, Aziz, an economic expert. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon.
We're going to be talking today about the two aspects, the two most important topics of today, which is the port in Alexandria and youth development. And Dr. Abdel Aziz will shed more light on this topic. We were speaking off air about the significance of the port itself and how it's put Egypt on the international map. How so?
Well, the geographic location of Egypt is very specific, very unique. Opening an international port like the one in the Alexandria will put Egypt on the international map of trade and finance. It will attract more investors to Egypt. It will attract more foreign investment to Egypt. This will happen by introducing new technology in transporting commodities from inside Egypt to outside and vice versa. The Alexandria port is the first port opening on the Egyptian map, as has been shown in the interview with the President El-Sisi. There will be another ports that will be open on the next months.
Yes.
The international Alexandria port will make easier transportation from the commodities from Egypt, from Alexandria to Aswan.
Yes.
Also, one of the more aspects of the Alexandria port that there will be restriction on the imported commodities.
Yes.
We will not allow any lower quality commodities to be come to Egypt. We will use the European measurements, standards, and measurements for allowing commodities to come. This president has said this. Also, there will be an automated system that will facilitate all the procedures to importers to let their commodities into Egypt.
Which brings me to the next topic itself, which is part of what we're going to be talking about, is youth development. President El-Sisi in several occasions has affirmed the support and confidence of the Egyptian youth. And now with the development of the sport, do you see that this is some reaffirmation from the leadership that he does support the youth by creating new job opportunities in different sectors like the port and the other ports that will be upgraded within the next 2 to 3 years? Well,
the Egyptian society, 40% of it is constructed from youth. The average age is between 15 and 29 years old, and this is definitely a strong labor force. The problem is sometimes they are overqualified to the market demands. We need more day laborers like mechanicals, things like that for the labor market. So we have to link between the market demand and the labor force quality in order to make the connection. What is done in Egypt, it's from infrastructure point of view, like ports, like roads, like new connection will facilitate the transportation of labor from one city to the other city. will facilitate the transportation of instruments, will open new job opportunities to youth, and this is the main goal of the presidential vision.
Yes.
To open new opportunities to youth, to use youth power to take more steps in advance to with Egypt.
Yes. The president has held several youth conferences under the auspices of the president himself to listen to the young people's views. Do you think that the country's future plans, what does it add to the country's future and plans when it comes to these views, listening to the young people's views and ideas?
Always the better solution will be from listening to the problem suffering people. So to listen to youth problem, to know what they need, to link their goals, their ultimate goals with the reality, it will take Egypt in an superior place economically. This is always the presidential goal, to listen to youth, to listen to their goal in order to solve them. Also, the program of rehabilitation of youth is the main goal of the presidential election program from the very beginning start, and this is what makes us today see this very big process on the ground.
In recent years, we've seen the Egyptian government and leadership head towards a digital country, a digital, whether it's an economy or online platforms to finish legal paperwork or whatever it is. Do you think that this is also another way to have the youth be included within the labor or workforce system itself, since they're probably more tech savvy than older generations?
For sure, yes. The process of automation, of automating all the daily transaction between people will eliminate many types of bureaucracy, will facilitate people's life, will make it easier to many types of works. We can see today for example, the banking automation. You can now take a loan, open your own business, transfer money. You don't need to go to bank, just you open your application on your mobile and you did all what you want, and you do all what you want. So this is the new way all the world take in order to eliminate the human, the human, what we say, the human interfering. Okay.
Well, unfortunately, so we're running out of time because we have to take the top stories right now. So, Dr. Karim Abdel, Aziz, an economic expert, thank you so much for joining us.
You
on
are welcome.
Local Time.
Anytime.
This brings us to the end of this episode of Cairo Local Time, but stay tuned for more updates on Nile TV.